What's happening, folks? Back with some more Belinda Carlisle, and we're returning to Heaven on Earth, 1987. Thank you, as always, to Phil for providing this and much, much else. And the next tune is I Get Weak. As a phrase, I feel like I've seen this or heard this before, but I can't think of a melody, so I'm guessing I haven't heard this song. It's just the kind of phrase that you hear people use, whether for emotional reasons or even literal fatigue. But yeah, something about this, it strikes a distant chord in my brain, but I can't place it. So it's at least possible I've heard this song. But yes, as I said, I can't think of a melody or a chorus, so I'm thinking if I have heard it, it's not been for quite a while, and I probably only heard it, once or twice, and it is entirely reasonable that I haven't heard it at all. In any case, yes, the idea that through some experience, maybe just the accumulation of effort and time, one grows frail or can feel the strength waning, and again, that could be physically, emotionally, mentally, it could be some combination thereof, which if I had to guess, that's the direction I would go. The idea that because of emotional strain, you actually feel physical fatigue, but either way, it sounds like someone who is facing a situation that has caused them to feel that their vitality has been sapped. Now, it might not necessarily be a bad thing, meaning like you can grow weak in the face of emotional connection, or you could feel weak in the knees because of your love or affection for someone, that like it's so overwhelming, it's such a warm and enveloping feeling that you actually feel like you're not as physically able in the moment. So it might not be negative, but I suppose on the surface it's easier to read it in a critical or potentially negative way, but I'll see what I can catch on maybe a first listen. This is Belinda Carlisle. The track is I Get Weak, and it's from her 1987 album Heaven on Earth. Oh, I may have heard this.
When I'm with you, I shake inside. My heart's all tangled up, my tongue is tied. It's crazy, can't walk, can't talk, can't eat, can't sleep. Oh, I'm in love, oh, I'm in deep. 'Cause baby, with the kiss you can strip me defenseless. With the touch I completely lose control. All that's left of my strength is a memory. Whoa, 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 whoa. I get weak when I look at you, weak when we touch I can't speak. When I look in your eyes, I get weak when you're next to me, weak from the slow I'm in deep. When I look in your eyes, I get weak. I get weak. Convincing eyes, persuasive lips, the helpless heart just can't resist their power. You know you got a hold of me. You know you got me where I want to be. 'Cause lover, like a wave you keep pulling me under. How I'll ever get out of this, I don't know.
expect it to start fading right then. That was perfectly on cue. So yeah, that's a great 80s ballad type of song. I feel like I have heard it. Like most of it, or large parts of it, didn't sound familiar. I didn't recall it in the moment. But the melody, like the sonic backing of the tune, that felt a bit familiar. And those sort of shouty, fiery vocal moments between the end of the chorus and the beginning of another verse, that felt familiar. And it's like my brain wants to say I've heard this in like a movie or something. I don't think I've heard the song independently. Again, maybe as a single digit kid I heard it on the radio. That's entirely possible, but I have this sense that like if I have heard it, it was in a film. So maybe I'll look on Google in a moment and see if it was used in a movie. But yes, I really enjoy the sonic stylings. They just have that like 80s ballad type of feel, and in a rich, very enjoyable way. The vocals from Belinda are not only compelling, but it's interesting. Like, she does a couple different things here. She sings in an emotional, like, straight away manner. Then there's these moments where she's doing, I don't know if it's technically vibrato. I don't think it is. I think it's like she's just fluctuating her voice, but it has this wavy kind of delivery to it, and that stood out. And then, of course, when she gets a bit raspy, a bit fiery, which most notably happened in those moments between the end of the chorus and the beginning of another verse, that might be my favorite stuff. So again, I've commented before, like, I've only heard her get raspy and fiery, to a notable degree a few times so far, but every time she does it, it really stands out. My brain really enjoys it. So yeah, that's a good one. That's like, that just feels like a, best hits of the 80s kind of track. Excuse me. So yes, definitely one that becomes an instant favorite. I suppose while I'm here, and did you see Luca dreaming during that video? She was definitely fluctuating her paws like she was dreaming. So let me see if this has indeed... Oh, so it's used in like a few movies, but a couple of them seem to be like more recently. Rami and Michelle's high school reunion. I don't think I've seen that. Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. I definitely haven't seen that. Excuse me. Love and Other Drugs, the Black Mirror episode, the Handmaid's Tale episode. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those. So yeah, I don't know. It actually becomes less clear to me why I may have recognized that in part. But either way, it could just be as simple as, again, on the radio as a kid, I heard it in the background or something. But yeah, definitely a winner in my book. Really enjoying this album. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.